Hey guys, so I want to go through this house tour because I know that by the time my kids get back home, this house will not be looking the same. So I do have a few minutes that I can spare, so I'll go ahead and do this house tour really quickly so that you have it and you can see how I decorated for Christmas, and I'll probably share a few things here and there. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So starting out in the front, we didn't do a lot of decorations, but I got this bell from Ross and I just used some red ribbon to put it up. This is old pieces that I had. I just put two together and then we stapled at the bottom. Did that on all three pillars that we have out here. All three of those. Not much going on. Had this tree for about 3 years now, and I got it from Costco. It comes with a base, but then this two gift boxes are from Kirkland. I got those the same time when I got these two trees, and you can put batteries in they light up. I just haven't done that. I have this little rug from Ross and I just put it on top of a regular rug since I don't want to move that rug right now. I do like how it works really well when you don't drag in as much dirt into the house. And this is our wreath that we've had for a long time. I think I got it from either Costco or Sam's Club, one of those two. All right, so when we get into the house, the first thing that you see is the bow that we have on here. This bow is so pretty, and I haven't put batteries on the light, but I think it lights up. I haven't tried that. If I do, I'll probably share that with you, but that's the first thing that you see when you walk in, and it is right on the wall in our front room. And in here I did a couple of things with decorations, and we'll go through it really quickly. I did not change the pillows on the seats because I love them so much and it kind of just ties into the room. I might change it, but right now I haven't done that. And then I just used some stems on here, and we hot glued this ribbon to this vase. It will come off when we're ready. We just used a glue gun to stick it there and just make it a little bit more festive. I like the way it turned out, and it's very detailed. It's a really pretty vase, and I think I'll be able to use different stems on it, so we'll see how I like it in different areas. I did put like a reindeer here and a tree, and this is a candle in like a ornament container, so I can leave it open, but I just closed it. I'm not sure why I did, but that's what it looks like up here. And then moving on onto the table, I love how this table came out. It looks really pretty. I love the color now. Well, I did love the gray, the black and gold that it was, but I kind of just got tired of it. I've had the table for 4 years, and I was getting to a place where I was ready to get rid of it. So painting it just gave it new life, and I love how it looks. So the decorations on the table, I just put some trees on a tray, and I put a candle here. I think I got that tree from Marshall's, and I'm not sure where I got these from, but I had them last year and I'm just reusing those. This candle is from Ross, and I burnt it for a little bit last year, but I just left it up here. I'll probably burn it soon, but right now I'm okay with how the house smells. Okay, so this was one of my favorite spaces to decorate. I love how it turned out, and I have this bow up here because I want to replace that bow with it. And I think it will look really nice, just it sitting sideways on there. I think it would look really nice, but right now I have to figure out how I want to do it. And this painting is so nice. I found it at Home Goods, and it has just been a piece that has tied in this room together, and I did not see the reason to take it down. I don't have anything else that I want to put up here right now, so this is just perfect. I do have this two art pieces that I got from Ross many moons ago, but they still just work out fine. Majority of my decorating pieces are pieces that can pretty much be used all year round, so I don't have to change a lot of things. I'll just have to add decor pieces just to, you know, bring out the season that we are celebrating. So on here I have the trees, and I have had those for a while. I've had this one's, well, longer, but I think they're probably about the same time, about 4 years, and either they came from Ross, Home Goods, or one of those regular stores. Moving on to this other side of the credenza, I kept the books that I had up here, did not take those off because they just tie out the room, and I added a bell. I got that bell from Home Goods, and then this little red reindeer was from Target, and I did not find other pieces like it, so it's an only child. Fits in perfectly in different spaces. I think I used it in a different spot last year, but it still ties in. And then I have another tree cone just like the one on that side over here, and it just brings a lot of height to the credenza, and I like how it tied down to the decorations that I put on here. The big reindeer is from Home Goods. I got it last year, and the stems that I have on here are from Target. I got those last year too. The vase is from Home Goods, but it's a recent purchase. I've had it for less than 6 months, and I used it with my fall decor, and I switched out the stems, and I love the way it tied down the room. So moving on, nothing else changed on this side. I just have my ottomans on here, and I don't move them as often. I feel like it just ties down this room, and I like having it here. And then that's the spot where I have my Tineco, and I don't move that as much. I haven't found a home for it, so it just stays there. And until I find something else to put over there, it'll just be that will be its home for now. And then I have this blue seat that I got from Wayfair a few years ago, and I'm just using this blue pillow that I got from Home Goods, and I like the way they tie together. And I put a white blankie on here, but I also want to bring in a blankie that's probably red to just bring in a little more color. Moving on to the entryway, I haven't done much in here. I left my tree over here since I feel like it just ties down the area, and I just added a couple of pieces up here, and I added a reindeer and a tree and this two little cute houses. I love these houses. I think I got them from Walmart, but I can't completely remember for sure. Those were last year's purchases, and I love how they tie down. I wanted to just make it look a little bit authentic, well, realistic looking, I don't know, but I wanted to just put these up here so that they brought in a little more brown to the table. The table has, you know, like goldish lines on it, and I just wanted to keep that color scheme going. The tree is one that I got from Marshalls last year. It came as a set, and I have different pieces. You'll see more as we keep up with the house tour and the placements where they are. I do have this little tree that is, I believe, from Target, and the vase is from Target too. This actually comes off. I put a ribbon, black ribbon under it to give it some height, and then put that on it. So all right, so moving on. Oh, well, before we move on, the books are from Home Goods. I've had those for a while. And then the vases are from Marshalls. And this container is from Target. I got them at different times, but they tied in so well in this space, and they have just been here for the last year. I don't plan on changing it because I really do love them here. And I have this mirror that I've had for the last 4 years. I got it from Wayfair, and I did not change the stems in this vase since they feel like they are a all year round kind of stems. So I didn't do much with it. I left it there. I didn't want to do too much after all that's up here. So that tree is definitely very busy, and I didn't want to put anything else that was making it just extremely busy on that table. So this is an overview of the room again. All right, so moving on to this section, what I kept was the painting, the vase, and the side table. Well, the boxes stayed too. So I just added a couple of pieces. I added the reindeer. This is a sister to the one in the front. And I added a red house, a small plant, and some more stems. These stems are part of the other one that I just shared, and they are from Target. I love how it tied out this space. All right, so moving on to the living area. So we've definitely talked about the tree quite a bit, and the rotating base is one that I got from Amazon, and I really do love it. I have no complaints about it. I tried the tree color that's in there. It's not the perfect size for me, but I made it work since I had this balls, and I just put these balls out here. We were planning on using these outside, but then things changed, plans changed, and I ended up putting it up here. So the tree spinner comes with a remote, and the remote will make it, once you hook it up, you can make it move, and you can also turn on the lights. The tree is from Lowe's, and it's a Hampton Spruce brand. I looked for it online yesterday, and I saw that it's at Lowe's, but they didn't have any either in store or online, so there's no way of getting it. I'm not sure how they plan on selling any if they don't have any at all. So I'm not sure if it's a discontinued brand, but that's where I got it from. I used decor pieces that I had except for the velvet ornaments, and it ties out really nice. I put in just picks that I have had around for a couple of years. I just put those up there as my tree topper, and then whatever's left I placed in different spaces. So I have like the pile ones, and then I have like the glittered ones, and I have golden ones too, and they all just tie together really nicely. I have a casualty out here, and I think it'll just stay here until I can figure out how to fix it. But this sleigh is broken and I'm not sure how I need to fix it, but that piece is off. We're literally just placing it here so that we don't have to worry about it. But that's what it looks like under the tree. So then coming around onto this side, I painted this, well, my husband actually painted this vase among two other ones, and I got these stems from Michael's. They were on sale for 50% off. Grabbed as many as I could, and that's what I'm using on here. I'm not sure how many I have in that vase, but I'm using all of it there. I do have this bell from Home Goods. It was $12.99. I wish I got two, and now I can't find any in any stores, but I only have one. I wanted to put one on the other side of this TV stand, but right now that's all that I have, and I'm just making it work. On this side of the TV stand, I have like a little house. I think I got this, oh, it has to be one of the local stores, I can't remember. And I have another reindeer. I do have quite a few reindeers. Maybe that was my theme last year and I'm just reusing them. I do have the stems that I got from Ross, and I put in some of those cranberry picks, and I love the way it looks. I did something similar on this other side of the TV stand, not completely the same, but very close. I used the picks from Ross with some cranberry picks that I already had in a taller vase, and I found this little tree from Ross, and I found this little guy from Marshalls, and I've had this piece for a few months now. I loved having it here, and I just switched the candle holders to the golden ones. I had black ones out here, but I'll probably put the black ones back when I put the black vase. So that kind of ties in nicely. And then I just tied a bow and put it on here with pipe cleaner, and I just rubbed it on it, and I love the way it looks. I didn't really do anything to my Birds of Paradise plant. That stayed the same, and I'm happy with how it looks. I did add a countdown that we are already using. I think today we are at 23 days to Christmas. I let the kids work on that. That way, you know, they have something to look forward to. Coming on to my coffee table in here, there's quite a bit going on. So when I bought the spray paint to paint these coffee tables, I wanted to try it on something first. If you can remember, I had this love sign in a gold, and this is the first thing that I painted. Wanted to see how it looked, and it came out really pretty. You can probably still see a little bit of the gold since I didn't go too hard with the paint on it. And once I loved that color, I decided to use it on my table as well. I only used maybe a can to do both coffee tables and that. And that just lifted how this table looks. I did have a couple of ornaments left. I found them after we were done putting ornaments on the tree, and I just decided to leave them on this tray and just put it down here. So on the tray that's on the coffee table, I do have a reindeer, is this a cypress plant? A reindeer, some Christmas decorations on it. I do have 3 different trees that are on here, and everything else that's here is something that has been. So it was just adding a little bit of Christmas touches onto the coffee table to just bring it all together. on to this credenza. I wanted to take this light off, but then it just seemed like it was throwing off the whole credenza, so I left it. And another reason is that we use it, so it has like the Amazon bulb that's programmable, so we've programmed that bulb among other ones to turn on our lights at sunset, and in the morning when our alarm goes off, our lights come on too. And we do love that feature, so I did not want to mess with that, so I just left it as it was, and I just tried to work around it and add a few touches of Christmas around it. So after taking off the paintings that I had up here, my husband suggested that I add this piece up here. He loves this piece, so I had to find a way to just make it work. It might not be centered, but it's pretty. So then I do have a few trees on here, and then another reindeer and the tree that I got from the dollar store for $1. And on this other side, I have another vase that my husband spruced up a little bit. He painted it white, and I added a couple of other pieces. So the other piece that I got from the dollar store, and then these were items that I've had, and we just put them together to tie down the space. This little village that's on here is so pretty. I got it from Home Goods. No, I got it from TJ Maxx, and I love this piece. Surprising enough is that I haven't been able to see another one, and we added batteries on it, and this is what it looks like when it's lit up. It is so detailed and so cute. I can't get enough of it. All right, so before we move into the kitchen, let's go through our couch. I went ahead and I switched the pillows. I had all of these pillows except two the last year, and I think I used the same ones on the couch. I did not want to use this white and gray ones, but it seems to tie in, so I'm using that. I didn't have enough pillows, and I wanted to finish up this space. I'm not sure how this looks. I feel like it's just too much, but right now I set it up there, and I'm going to leave it there for a couple of days, see how I like it before I decide whether to take it down or just leave it there. This pillow is one that I got from Home Goods as well. It's one I've had for a few years. This is one that I am definitely adding to my collection. I got this pillow from Costco, and I love that it's a two-colored pillow, and it has that dusty green. I know it doesn't look as good with this other one, but right now I'm using it as a tan color to match off with the colors on the greener pillows, and I love how it looks. So I ordered more of that from Costco. It should be here Friday, and maybe I'll add it to the couch. We'll see how that goes. I also got this peppermint from Costco, and I got another one that's in the mail, and I'll see how I can use it around here. And this is what the couch looks like. All right, so moving on to the kitchen area, I didn't do much on the dining table. I just wanted to keep it very simple. I could have changed the flowers in that vase, but I didn't have anything that I could use, and I haven't seen anything in stores that just catch my eye that I have to have. So right now it's staying as is. Maybe that will change, maybe not, but I do love the setting. And I got like a gingerbread house that the kids are going to be working on, and some icing. So I'm just giving myself time with that. Please excuse my jacket on the couch. It has been so cold that I need that jacket while I leave the house. So this vase is the last piece that my husband painted when he painted the other two, and I love how it looks. We just used regular indoor paint that we use on our wall. It was a semi-gloss paint, but I love the color that it has to it, and I love how now the shape of the vase is so vivid and it looks amazing. I'm using picks that I had. I can't remember where I got this from, but I love that it came with the little cranberries attached to it, and it's just giving that red vibe, and it looks so pretty up here. I have plenty of fruits, so I put some over here on the island so that we can pick on them as we go, and then I have a whole bowl over here on the dining area. Since this is bigger, I just put it over here, but we are trying to make sure that we eat our fruits before they go bad, so I needed to get them closer. I'm going to move some of these plums over. Usually when I have fruits out in the open, the kids tend to eat them, so I keep up with that. And then this area did not change at all. I just have the same stuff that I had on there. And I decorated this other side of the kitchen, so let's go through it. This is a whole setup that I got from Marshalls last year, and this is part of the tree set that I got from Marshalls as well. They came in 3 different colors. I thought I was getting the same one since I was getting them at different times, but I do love how they have different shades of it, and it just ties in great. And this is one of those reindeers that I have had. I don't remember where I got them from, but I'm probably thinking that they are from Marshalls as well. I went out of my way and I got kitchen towels, and even though I don't like to use them much, I appreciate having these up here. They look so nice on my stove, and I got those from Home Goods, and they're really pretty. They have a really good texture to them too, so I might just keep them for a while. On this side of my kitchen, I decided to go a little bit extra with it. I feel like this is extra since it's a lot of pieces in one spot, but maybe other people might say it's not. But I'm using my regular board that I've had for a while. I'm using my snowflake board that I got from Walmart. It's a really pretty piece. And then I have one of those houses. Can't remember where I got that. I got this from the dollar store last year, maybe the year before that. It's a pop of red that I don't mind using from time to time or placing in areas that don't have anything that's popping. And then I have this tree set up. I don't remember where I got it from, but it might have been Home Goods or Marshalls, just one of those regular stores, definitely not online. I got that piece. Can't remember where I got it from either. I'm sorry, guys. But then I have this 2 trees that I put up here, and I love how it all just ties in and gives it like a really nice Christmassy setup in this area. Last but definitely not least is this wreath that I have had for a good hot minute, and I love this wreath so much. It has sparkles on it, and I love how it looks. I decided to put it up here since my husband left a hook on the top part of the cabinet so that we can hook it up there every year, and it was easy to set up. I love how it looks. I wish I could find more of that wreath, but I'm not sure where I got it from, so I can't. If I run into one, I'll probably get one. But that's how everything looks. All right, so moving on to our loft area, I used the other green pillows that I had. I think I used them here last year too. And I only have two of those. So I put one on this corner and put the other one on that corner. And I just used a white one and a red pillow in the middle to just tie down the space. And then I didn't do too much with decorating on this side. I just wanted very little pops of Christmas decor in the area, and I just put one huge, well, I call it huge because it's starting up straight and it's bigger than majority of the pieces that I have. I put that reindeer over here and it's kind of hiding behind the tree, but then it's just popping out and you can just see its antlers and know that it's a reindeer, and it just brings in the Christmas spirit. And then I have a little tree over there with two other trees. They're all different, but they actually work very well together, and I love having that here. So I still do love having the gray curtains in here. They actually do look amazing. And that's what our loft area looks like. I didn't put anything on this end, even though I really wanted to put a Christmas tree up here. I'm just not ready and willing to pay hundreds of dollars for a second tree, and I don't have a space to store it. So I am definitely finding reasons not to do that, and hopefully later I will, but right now I don't have a second one. If I did, this would be one of those areas where I would have loved to have a second Christmas tree. All right, so I did not decorate our laundry room this year, but I did do a little bit of some decorating in this space, and I struggled quite a bit with decorating this area, but it worked out fine. I was committed to just using what I had and making it work, and finding different pieces was just a little bit harder than usual, but I'm glad how the greens kind of tied in after I was done decorating, and this is a closer look of what it looks like. So the office stayed the same as well. Nothing much was happening here, and I don't mind just it being plain and simple. It's working just fine. All right, so moving on to some of my favorite decorating spaces. I love to decorate this setup here, and I love how it looks. So let's go through it really quickly. I had this vase on the credenza downstairs, brought it up here, put some stems in it, and I love how it looks. I just added a couple of trees and a reindeer to tie it down, and this bell is one that I got from Marshalls last year. I think it looks great up here, and the last thing that I added up here was a reindeer that's sitting, and that's how this space turned out. I love the setup. It's simple but definitely very Christmassy. Now on this other side, I did not plan on decorating this space at all since I was running low on decorating pieces, but I love how this space came out. I've had that painting for over 10 years, same as the zebra painting on the opposite side of the room. I love it. It's definitely gone through different times, and it just stands true to itself, and I love how it looks. I added this beautiful reindeer that I got from I believe Home Goods this year, and I've had this green planter up here. Somehow it just brings in some green. I've had this decorating piece for a minute, and I kind of just like to bring those colors in from time to time. I added this gray reindeer. I can't remember where I got it. I'm thinking Marshalls, but the whole setup just came out so pretty. I didn't do anything else to the rest of the storage. And if you're new to the channel, this is where I store majority of my kids' toys. Everything that can fit in a bin lives here, and then everything else lives outside. So to show you an example, this is my daughter's, and she has quite a few things in here. This is where they have some other pieces. Just all types of toys you can think about, they have in those areas. And then this chair is one that has lived through some time too. But I plan on using those blankets in some areas in the house just to bring some color. I might put one in the office. Well, let's go ahead and do that. Well, there you go. We are decorated for Christmas in the office. I actually do like it. It looks really pretty. All right. So going back to the piece that we were talking about, well, the space we were talking about, right beside this chair is a little table. I like to have a table here just in case somebody is sitting here and they want to, have like a drink or something, they can just place it here. But the decorating pieces that I'm using, I kept that leaf that I've had there for a while. I added a tree and I added 2 other pieces, and I think I do love how it all tied out. I'm taking the blanket off, and I want to share how I decorated this chair. I just added a blanket that was in my room, and I added a joy pillow, and that's what it looks like. I do like it. It's simple but very nice, and it ties in with the rest of the decor here and the decor here. Okay, so last but not least, let's go through my room and let's see how I decorated for Christmas this year. All right, much better. So I cannot remember where I got the blanket or the pillow from, but I've had this for a couple of years. It's a two-toned blanket. One side is red and one side is white, and I like to show both sides of it, and I love how it looks in here. I also put 2 pieces on this table just to bring in Christmas cheer in here, and I love how it ties out. This Christmas cone was, I believe this was from Target. Yes, this was from Target. Surprising how I didn't see it this year, but yes, this was a piece from Target, and I really love how detailed it is and how pretty. So on this dresser, not much is going on. I'm just using the vase that I had on the black cabinet out there. I brought it in and I put some Christmas stems, and that's all the decorating that I did in this space. So then moving on, I didn't do much on our bed. Nothing changed on it. It just stayed the same. And I added just 2 reindeers on the bedside, and that's all the decorating that I'm doing on our bedside table. Since we like to have a few things on here, I feel like that's plenty. So I had one on this side and then another on my husband's side of the bed. Finally, this is the last space that I decorated, and I think this is among the favorite pieces of art that I have, and I wanted to have a little bit of some niceness in my room. So let's go ahead and go through this. I got this lovely tree from Marshall's last year. It was so pretty, and that reindeer I believe was from Marshall's too. I do have 2 of the candle holders. I got this from, I believe, TJ Maxx, and I'm just putting my candles that I got from Amazon on there. I haven't turned them on. So this is how you turn them on. They look very realistic and I love having them, but I just haven't turned them on. So that's how it would look if it was on. So I turned one on, the other one is still off. You can see what the difference looks like. And then this was a new find this year. I got this from Marshall's, and I really do love this piece. I'm thinking of painting the top, changing that from silver to like a gold or something. I'm not sure yet, but I feel like it's not doing it justice. Either paint it gold or probably, I think black would do it the most justice. So this might change next year to black. And then over here is a sign that says it's the most wonderful time of the year. And then my 2 green reindeers. I love these pieces so much. I think, I can't remember where I got them from, but I definitely was into the velvet reindeers last year, and I still love them this year. I added a little pop of Christmas decor at the bottom, and I just added these 2 reindeers on here, and those were from Marshall's, and that is all that I have for decorations on this table. I love how this turned out. It looks so nice and well put together, and it definitely brings in the spirit of Christmas and cheer into the home. I didn't overdo it this year, but I definitely love how everything turned out. I really do hope that you enjoyed it. I hope to see you on the next video.